Well, it didn't take that long for me to find something new. As I got home from Japan, I've been home for about 5-6 days now, and lo and behold, as I am out getting supplies because, well, I've been traveling for a month, what did my local Walmart behold me but a fresh shipment of Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figures. And what happened to be in there? The Drownviper. That's not the only thing. That's for another video. So, continuing this never-ending quest of reviewing all of the individual Playmates figures, today we are going to be looking at the Drownviper, see how it compares to Tiamat and the rest of the line. So you're not here to listen to me drag on. Let's get this bad boy open and see how this figure stacks up. So first things first, for those of you asking, I'm going to give you that shot of the barcode. There you go. So if you are out there hunting, good luck. Now, these came out about a month ago. I am just seeing them in my neck of the woods. Like I said, this is the first time I've seen them. Now, to be fair, I've been gone, but I've been keeping an eye on my local offer-ups, eBay, and Facebook marketplaces. None have shown up yet, so even though, if you watch my earlier videos reviewing these, I live in Southern California, so we managed to get a lot of the first waves pretty early. These are just now getting out here. So if we're just getting them, most likely you guys back east will probably just be getting them. So a little patience, just a little patience. But yes, anyway, so here's the box. So here's the back, giving you the whole rigmarole as always. Now the big thing is, we saw whoever posted these initially, we're getting two new Godzilla and Kong figures. We're getting real skin, or real feel actually, Godzilla and Kong. What that means, I have no idea, but the Godzilla actually looks, let's see if I can zoom in on that. The Godzilla looks pretty detailed, and I'm assuming the Kong is flocked. So if I find these out in the wild, I will definitely be reviewing these because I am morbidly curious as to what these things are. But for the rest of the lineup, there's Tiamat, which I got. There's the standard Kong. There's the crappy energized Kong. And One Eye. And yes, I have One Eye. That'll be the next video in the line, so stay tuned. But without further ado, I'm going to cut away, crack this guy open because, you know, you don't really want to watch me cut a number of wires. And then let's review this figure. All right, got him out and immediately handling this thing. This is a hefty figure, much like Tiamat. He's got a lot of heft to him. He's very solid. Unlike Tiamat, the skin is softer, but it's not the Tiamat kind of, there was a weird kind of soft vinyl-y feel to her. This one, not as much. I mean, it's a little more solid than Tiamat, but like Tiamat, very segmented, as you can see. So there, the tail right there on a ball joint. So mid joint. Let me get that out of the way. And then a joint at the head. So you get back and forth. And then the actual head is on a good ball joint. So the mouth opens up, as you can see. So, you know, it's a serpent figure. So you can get pretty decent poses out of this thing. So that looks like the best way if you're going to display this right there, like so. Allowing the tail to support the head. Quality-wise, I'm actually very impressed. I'll give credit where credit's due with Playmates, with some of the more Monsterverse exclusive figures, much like Tiamat. Tiamat so far is the best of the bunch, followed by, I would say, Kong with the Beast Club in this 6-inch line. Now, clearly, this is bigger than 6 inches. I mean, you can't really stretch him out because he is curved and segmented. Not segment. It's another serpent. But yeah, this thing is pretty impressive for $10. This is the thing I have been kind of seeing on Playmates side. I've been rather impressed. doing the Monsterverse figures. They have been upping their game, if you will, and considering that probably most of the other toy lines aren't going to be doing these more obscure Monsterverse figures, Playmates is probably going to be the way to go. Playmates is probably going to be the way to go if you are a completionist. I know some people are. I used to be, but as I get up there in age, you realize you don't need everything. But for those of you that are big Monsterverse fans, this would be an excellent addition. If you have kids, perfect. This is going to give your kids hours of action fighting Kong and Suko and possibly Godzilla. You can do a lot. You can actually probably have him tag team with Tiamat. Considering that the movie had two very serpenty battles, I'm quite surprised. Now, I'm also surprised we got this before we got Scylla, Behemoth, Methuselah, any of the other Monsterverse monsters, but considering this is the Godzilla X Kong New Empire line, it makes sense. Hoping against hope we get a Scylla. She is the last, real true big figure monster out of that series that we need to get. But quality-wise, absolutely fantastic. The paint job is quite good for a mass-produced figure, and one of the better paint jobs. I mean, the bottom, it's completely bare, but it is a serpent. But if you look at the top, it's got this beautiful lush blue color with the stripes going across. The head actually is rather well painted. The eye looks great. The inside of the mouth is completely painted. The top, let me get that down in here. The top, not so much, but you get the tongue, you get the teeth, you got the detailing on the head. There is some nice molded detailing in here. The fins are a soft rubber, much like Tiamat. Not as soft as Tiamat's, but still good, malleable, allowing for some very good monster fights. So overall, an impressive figure. For the price range of $10, absolutely worth the buy. I would highly recommend this. Christmas is coming up. You got Godzilla fans at home, you see this on the store shelf, go ahead and grab it. I guarantee every kid out there would love to have one of these, especially completing the monster roster, if you will, because you always need more monsters for Godzilla and Kong to fight. But quality-wise, quite good. Kudos to Playmates because, like I said, they have upped their game. The non-monster, the Monsterverse monsters outside of Godzilla, Mothra, the ones that they own, lock, stock, and barrel, have been very impressive. I've been very impressed with the line, which makes me hope one day we get a Behemoth and we get some other much more affordable titans, if you will, out of this whole series. But for right now, we got Drownviper, a very solid, excellent figure. Gets my thumbs up. If you see it out there, do buy it. Well, there you guys have it. That is my review of the Drownviper. Remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. And if you don't like to download, you can always stream us on your favorite podcast streamers, including Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you might find better podcasts. We're also on social media. If you weren't following us, you missed our Japan adventures, but you can see all the wonderful pictures of all the places we've been. We were up and down that country. So follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook.com. They're right there. Don't need to list them off for you, but there you go. And if you like this content, remember, we got a lot more. I still have a ton of stuff coming from Japan. There's a lot of things I still haven't gotten to, so stick around to this channel. A lot of fun things coming. And on that note, that will wrap up this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.